Good evening, SpeedGaming fans. I am Kachuri, and welcome to Link to Past League Season 2, Week 2, Ambrosia. We're bad at team names versus the Missing Links. Both teams have put up a runner today. We have AdirondackRick versus LavanFirestorm. I'm Kachuri, and Synak is hopefully going to join in eventually. Synak is running a little behind. But until then, I'm here. You have me. I'm not a missing link. I'm here Kachiri. Anyway. So we are playing Ambrosia today, which means we're going to start with the sword in standard, so we'll have to go through Hyrule Castle Rescue Zelda, but the uncle will tell us where the boots are. That's important because we gotta go fast. Excuse me. Also, every boss has a item on them. And we're off. Lunk, the boots are in Hyrule. Oh. Well. There's not going to be a boots hunt this time, folks. We started with 5 rupees, though. Now we may still need bombs because there's still 3 items that is behind a bomb wall we do need to take care of. But our uncle is only lasted about 40 seconds, and he gives us his last $20. We also have Uncle's chest. You don't want to leave those bombs. Yeah, we get a K and Samara, but those bombs are important. Rick is playing as his Bunny Link, and we got Dark Link from Lavan. Kind of surprised that Lavan did not pick up any magic for his cane. Looks like every guard is dropping a bomb right now, which is really nice. I think that might be intended. Oh, nope, those didn't. I was like, is that a thing that I did not know about? Alright, we get $100. Nice to pay off a bottle vendor. Rick is happy about that because of something that happened a few years ago. Anyway. If you're just joining us, this is the Link to Past League, where we will have 7 weeks of races between 192 players on 64 teams. We've had a very interesting week 1. And we're having a great week 2 right now, as we get bombos nice and early. And Rick has just been farming up bombs. He's up to 7 now, which is going to be good for the full Kakariko check. Alright. And we get the flippers! We're getting the boots and the flippers in Hyrule Castle this seed. What? We're getting all the footwear. This is not Hyrule Castle. This is Payless Castle. I don't know. I was reaching for that one. So boots are either in Sanctuary, Payless, and there's a boat on footwear. So there's still 1 item in the Sanctuary, but there's Dark Cross and the 3 items in the back of this cape. One of which will be our boots today. And we're going to have a nice fast seed on our hands. But yep, so we're now just going to go through the back. Give me just 1 second on Rich's stream side. Oh, I'm frozen on my end. There we go. Alright, so I don't believe we got the boots out of the dark cross checks. Alright, was reaching out to someone to say about the recropping on Rick's side. And in the back of this gate, we find our boots, like we know we would. With the magic powder! What is the seed right now? There we go. Foot powder! So we got foot powder as well. Wow. That's... Chat is cracking me up today. Alright, we're done with the standard part of this. Now we have open areas all throughout. Lavan, you should have been checking your items. You should have known that was a map. We'll see if Rick remembers that's a map. Oh, why do you have your heart set to that, Lavan? Yeah, thank you! Thank you, me, who made the command in chat. Oh, man. So that beep's got to me. 1 second, I'm having some lag on my end, though. Ooh, bush crabs are 8 bombs. That's very nice. We're also going to get lumberjack check, which is only 300 bucks. Alright, so we're going to get some Lost Wood checks from Rick now. I see Lavan is like, yeah, I'm tired of my heart beeps as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, reset to full heal. Piece of heart, speaking of, and growing in the Lost Woods. And we get our second medallion, the Quick Medallion in Thieves' Hut. Oh, Lavan actually took that. So, I'm sorry, I am lagging a little bit on my end. Rick is just making sure no one gets league points from him with all these bonks. So with the death from Lavan, we are going to have him be a little bit behind right now. We get the Power Glove in Thieves' in Blind's hideout. And the hammer. We're getting, oh, if we find the Moon Pearl, we will have the Dark World Care Package. Oh, Rick is giving some extra time with those pot pickups for 20 rupees. We almost have Zora money, and Zora is in logic with those flippers and the glove. $5 more bucks for Rick. 4 more items in the well here. We get the flute. We're going to be flying all over the sea. We got the boots, we got the flippers, we have the flute, we have the Master Sword. Alright, looks like we got a shield off the bar vendor. And go ahead and stand and salute, because the goose is loose. Alright, going to Chicken Hut now. Which we will find. Oh my goodness, guys. What the heck is this seed? Like, we were bow, hookshot, and rods already from not even carrying what are crystals yet. We're going to go ahead and check magic powder. Just for the curse of bombs. Lavan did actually the fake powder trick. As long as you have an item in that item slot, you can still use it for powder. Library's up next, and on library we have a whole heart container. With how loaded the seed is, we need that heart container. I see it's a vanilla piece of heart at the race game. And our runners are following each other to the dam. 2 more items here. Most runners are using a Zelda 1.0 glitch where they can delete a brick with the mirror. It's only usable in some areas where the mirror doesn't work. And only flood is $1. Someone made a wish. So I have mini Moldorm Cave with Master Sword and Fur Hearts. These guys go down fast. The bomb bonking, put him a little bit behind. I am not. We have half magic. I see a rupee, a piece of heart, the single arrow, and another piece of heart. Going to Death Mountain, which that's kind of weird. Nope, Lavan is actually going to go ahead and do Ice Rock Cave. I only got a little glimpse of the map. I saw the Rick crystals on Hera, and that was as much as I got. Lavan did take another death, unfortunately. And the old man has a piece of heart. We're up to 5 hearts now. With that mirror, we could actually go ahead and do Hera if it's not fire locked. Another 5-6 crystals at Pod. So it's Hera and Pod is our 5-6. There's a green pin on TR. And we don't need Ice Rod. So right now we are Fire Rod, we are Mitt, we are Bow and Hookshot, and technically a Lamp, away from Go Mode. And maybe the Ether Medallion. Right, so both of our runners grab the Fairy in the Body on top of Spec Rock, Bombs in Spiral Cave, and we got Paradox Cave up next for Rick. As long as he doesn't dead rocked. But we also have a dip into Hera from Lavan. Let's see if there's something here. We got early Mickey, which means the Hera is completable right now. We are guaranteed 1 item on Moldorm. So we're kind of hoping not to find the other item. We get a bottle of blue goo inside Paradox Cave. Gotta get past these mini Moldorms. At least that's not too hard. Throw a bomb on the crystal. And we get more bombs. We get the Tempered Sword. Oh, that's really nice, especially if Rick decides to go back up to Mordor. $50. And oh, we found 2 shields in Paradox. We have the mirror shield already, guys. No item yet. Hoping that we find an item here in the big chest. If we do, we'll be able to grab the other item. And apparently, because it lied for me, we have the Moon Pearl. And it's vanilla location. Hera coming up big this time around. Lavan going for 3 spin slots with the Master Sword. Gets a nice, easy kill in Moldorm. Rick will have it a little bit easier. He just has to do regular slashes with the Tempered Sword. So question in chat, we will also need fire rod, hookshot, bow, mitts, and possibly ether. Of course, the land. Alright. So, as I said before, Rick is going to have an easier fight against this Mordor. There's a handful of Temper Sword slashes. Almost got knocked off. And decides to play a flute. Decides to envelop his inner Yasuo, the swordsman that played the flute after getting killed. Alright, Rick with that moonpool going to go straight to Hive Cave. So is Lavan. Both our runners have matched up with each other again. So we get 300 rupees. Follow that up with the Taunta's Mitts! More rupees. That was a tight 10 out of 10 for me. Alright, K45 has money. Rick is just grabbing some hearts because we have not found that many pieces of heart so far. Or heart containers. Oh, there's a mushroom on Bumper Ledge. That's going to be something the runners will have to remember if they find the cape. We also got digging game going on here. Both runners will have the same amount of digs, between 1 and 30. And we'll see what that will give us today. Oh, hi Rick. Rick spelled hi. Looks like Bomb was in Graveyard Ledge. Fire Rod! After a lot of digs, that's massive. So we're boots, not boots, we are bow, other B word, and hookshot, and possibly ether away from go mode already at 24 minutes. That's insane. We also got King's Tomb on Lavan's side, and that's just a piece of art. We're also so low health right now, it's not even funny. Alright, Rick is going to go check Sick Kid with the mirror while he's here. And gets a pizza part. Alright, so we got hammer pegs. And we also have the Smith's turn in as Rick is trying to do the hammer dash. As this is going on, Lavan is doing Thieves Town, which is clearable. We have the hammer. We could get all the items there. Alright, we're turning to Smiths. We'll see what they are making today as Lavan is making their way through Thieves Town. Rick with the Fire Rod can do both Thieves Town and Skull Woods back to back. Looks like the last item in the front four of Thieves Town is the big key. I am unsure what else has been grabbed, but there must be a big key in the first four chests of Thieves Town. The main part of the dungeon only has 3 items because Blind holds the 4th. There was a powder check that was very early on. I think the bat gave them bombs. So if you guys are having any of these players on their teams, please be angry at all the bombs they are giving you right now. Alright. So, the first time was Red 20 in Thieves Town. We found the small key. The first floor has a compass. Alright, so we found all 3 dungeon items, so there will be something in the big chest that we already have the hammer for, so it's nice to know. We're going to see Maiden's chest here, and that's 50 more bucks. Rick almost had the God pixel in that room. There's the ice rod! Well, it's not important in this scene. The oof rod. That's right. One more item's on Blind. And today's blind pun I cannot see. Already into the boss fight, so unfortunately I was not able to read that. I'm sorry about that. But it does look like Lavan got the script down. Nice. Blind dies on top half the room. 20 bucks. And he's out there. He gets the second crystal. Rick is about ready to do the same. And then run up to probably do Skull Woods. He's now up to 7 hearts. He's found more hearts. But yeah, no, Rick with the mitts can go see what Meyer is, can see what Turok is, but I highly suspect he's going to go straight into Skull Woods to burn down a moth. Alright, so tied up bosses. We'll see if Lavan, after getting the fire rod, decides to double back up to Skull Woods. Oh yeah, no mitts. He will get the mitts here soon, though. So Rick is going to go to the back. We'll see if he uses the cane to check the one chest in the second part of Skull Woods, which does look like he's doing. Alright, so Rick is running through Skull Woods 2. We'll grab the small key up here. He's going to run up, burn the mouth, and then there's still Mothra. I did not see what item he got off of the big key chest. Now it looks like Lavan is making their way all the way over to where Lake Hylia is. Is it doing me a blind check? No, they're going to go up to Graveyard. Whoop. I got juked twice. And Rick says hi to the moth as the blind check of Hylia only turns up the red rupee. Does look like Lavan is going to go ahead and go into Pod. Or check the man underneath the lake. Yeah, that's going to be it. So Rick gets his third crystal. And the man underneath the bridge is making some bombs. That's dangerous. Other items in the back of Skull Woods. You can ignore most of Skull Woods. Rick is done here. Alright, go ahead and check Pyramid Ledge. Pyramid's Ledge is more arrows. We'll see if Lavan decides to turn this into a catfish check. Alright, so Rick is going to see the mushroom that we need the cave for. And then we'll do all the checks Lavan did earlier. We'll see what Catfish has. This is also going to turn into a Pyramid Fairy Zora check at the same time. $50 from Catfish. That's going to be staying Dark World for now. Pyramid today has another piece of heart, followed by $50 more. Running through Zora, we'll see what's on Zora's ledge, and that is another piece of heart. And for 500 rupees, we'll find out what Zora has as Rick is going over to check out the Maya area. We got our bow off of Zora! Zora holding the bow, which, again, in V31, they are progressive bows. There will be another bow hidden somewhere, and we need Ether! But we can get the hookshot as well! Hookshot on Desert Ledge! So we are now an Ether away from no mode. Big keys on the torch. Mire shed with arrows and rupees. Big chest in desert has the compass. So Rick is going to dig for the one item that's inside the main bit of desert here. And it looks like we are going full clear the dungeon, unfortunately. And by my co-commentator, Synak, we'll deduct that from your pay. How you doing, man? Oh. He's getting his mic in. So it looks like Synak destroyed the stream. Alright, now Synak is ready to... Oh, Synak's having issues with this headset. Ooh, Rick gains a very nice. Oh, almost got the one cycle off with the Lamos. So that is the fourth Christopher Rick. We are speeding through the scene. We have everything needed for Swamp Palace. We'll see if Swamp Palace will be the play. 6 times looking for the ether. Possibly the second bow. I mean... Alright, side next. 3rd time's the charm. Are you here?
Hey, I'm here.
You're here! Alright!
I am so sorry about that. I'll explain later. Anyway, so sounds like I got my boy Rick. We're on team. We're bad at team names. I'm also apparently bad at times.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're gonna add that to our resume here, and then we've got the missing links on with LavanFirestorm playing for them.
Yep. It's been an interesting seat so far. We basically we're 3 items away from go mode at 24 minutes, and now we're 1 item away from go mode at 40 minutes.
I'm guessing we're just on a bow hunt. Oh no, we know about the bow.
Yeah, bow's on Zora. We're on an ether hunt. Which we have not seen Agina, I don't think.
A late Sphere 0 check or Sphere 1 check.
No, as I said, Kakariko basically gave us almost everything. Like, it's insane. How about I recap this real fast for you? The Ambrosia hint was boots in Hyrule Castle. So, first things first, boots in Hyrule Castle. So that was actually in the back of the escape. We also found flippers in Hyrule Castle. And the magic powder. So we've been calling Hyrule Castle Payless and the magic powder with your, athlete's foot powder. So that's been the running joke so far. Aside from that, Rick got lucky. Moon Pearl's vanilla. So they did Hero first because they found mirror, they found hammer, they found glove, they found flutes, they found cane all early on. We found Moon Pearl, Mitts in Hype Cave, Fire Rod at Dig Game, and yeah, you're basically caught up now. And it's been they found most of that stuff by 24 minutes. Lavan did Zora as Rick did Desert at about the same time. And they found their bows and their hookshot that way. TR is quit, and TR is also our green pendant. We did find the ice rod in Thieves Town. Alright. I'll let you commentate the rest of it. I did the first half, you can do the second half.
Alright. Alright, so is Rick somebody else has gone into TR so far, right? Or is this their first look at TR?
This is their first look at TR. I don't know what was in the back of... So I'm lagging. So I've been literally commentating off the Twitch stream. So I don't know what was in the back of the closet. Because it froze for like 10 seconds.
It looked like it was just a bottle and some Garbo.
Lamp and Super Bunny, I see. Alright. Oh yeah, no, this has been an interesting see. We're getting our first divergence now. Lavan can actually full clear pod with the bow. Rick is still looking for a bow. He can still find the second bow. But he finds the book, though. Question in chat, silvers can be in TR. Ooh, pod is bow locked.
That's certainly interesting.
Now, both runners have potions, so if they know how to apply a glitch, they're still fine with that. But we do get ourselves a tablet check.
Ether? No.
Oh, if you haven't noticed, this has also been a low health scene. We found all the items really early on, and not much safeties.
Yeah, just so full disclosure to the audience out there, I'm totaling Team Rick camp because we're
He's a
bad at
bias.
team names. Yeah, I might be
He's
slightly
biased.
Yes, there might be a little bit of bias there.
Rick, I don't know if you
Can
Rick do this?
He's all right.
So I don't know if Levon found anything pod. You're gonna have to call out the items, man.
All right.
Oh, he gets a full heart for his troubles, at least.
Nice. It's been kind of it's been a little bit impoverished on the health side, so that's always nice.
Looks like Levon is going to do the Helmsar King play. I think.
Well, when you're one,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think Rick is doing the Swamp Palace play now. He can fully clear it. That's 6 items.
No, it's a crystal. Not that bad. Go turn this. Go do Bombo's tablet first. Pretty standard.
No, we have not seen Purple Chest either. That's another thing we haven't seen. Alright, so tablets are nothing so far. Now, Ether Medallion can also be on pedestal. Because it's, you know, TR is not Ether.
Levon's hammering out his differences with Helmsar King.
17 hammers, and then with the Temper Sword, 4 slashes, my bad.
So I'll well, we're kind of sitting here, right? Both these guys are fairly active people in the ALTTPR community. Rick, he is actually the stage manager for SpeedGaming. So
stage manager for Zelda 3 on SpeedGaming.
Yep, he's the stage manager, so he decides really what gets restreamed and what doesn't. It's a lot of responsibility there. He keeps everything scheduled, etc. Pretty cool guy as well. I met him at GDQ. Pretty fun guy to be with. He does not look like a bunny though.
We all know what is in his closet. Man, I messed that up. I flipped that hard.
LavanFirestorm is also a good friend of mine. Minnesota native. I was at a recent charity marathon with him. We actually did a one-mind. I played badly, he played okay, and it was amusing.
Awesome. So if Rick was not on your team, who would you be actually pulling for today?
If Rick wasn't on my team, what?
Who do you think would have the advantage between these two?
Alright, so completely unbiased view. I would say probably Rick, because he's probably a better position. Where was that bow again? I'm sorry.
Dora.
Zora.
And the thing is, ooh, that cape leads to mushroom, by the way. We found cape and pod. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so Zora is fairly well isolated right now. That's like probably the problem. Has he done any other water checks?
Nope.
Oh, so that has something to go for him. There's a little bit of density there. There's not an Ice Palace crystal to kind of draw him there, but after Swamp Palace, he's probably going to have not a whole lot to do except maybe Mire. So he'd probably go and do Mire.
He can't do Mire. That's why we need Ether.
Oh, that's right. Well, all right. Well, yeah. Then he's looking at like bad decision here. He might finish up his water checks before going into Ice Palace.
No, TR is also a play as well that's opened up, fully clearable. It is the green pendant.
Yeah, Turtle Rock, the Green Pendant Turtle Rock, right? Yeah, that's a big time investment. There's a lot of items in there. But
yeah, there's 5 items plus Mimic plus the green pendant will be 7 items. That's how much that play will be.
Yeah.
But it's a 5-minute dungeon, so you know, do you want to take up that 5 minutes?
I mean, I hope for Rick's sake that he decides to do water checks in Ice Palace first. Once he gets to that point where once he starts going into I need to dive pendants mode.
Well, there was nothing else in pods for Lavan. And nothing on Argus, but we did skip left side swamp.
What? I mean, so even if like Rick decides to dive into pod, we know it's bow locked, right? So that should drive him away. I don't think he'll potion glitch his way through, especially if he's just in bow mode. Or bow plus ether mode.
Yeah, he's 1 eye behind Lavan right now.
I mean, a lot of this is really going to matter about where the ether shows up. How long we have to spend on an ether hunt.
Yeah, so Lavan's about ready to get their 5th crystal off of Moth. There's nothing else in Moth. Very bad disadvantage. We also have Mushroom from Lavan as well. Lavan having some difficulties here. Then, of course, you know, while this is a very close race, you do have to consider, you know, they may be doing GT with only 6 heart green mail or 9 heart green mail. I think Ganon kills you in 1 hit with that if you hugged him by accident for 6 hearts.
Hey, at least I got that level 3 sword. That's gonna help out.
Oh yeah, no, and we did get the Mirror Shield very early. Which, the only thing Mirror Shield puts into logic is Laser Bridge. Which is what some people have pointed out in chat.
That's not a true in advanced.
Oh, we're in advance. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that Mirror Shield doesn't really do anything in advance, logic-wise. Like, you could be forced to do laser skips.
Alright. So the crystal count is back even now between our 2 runners. We have 1 more item here. If it's the Ether Medallion. Nope, it's not. So Rick is going to dip out, but is dipping out in dark.
This is good. This means water checks. Or still water checks. He'll probably set up a water walk. I think he knows how to do that. I'm sure he does.
Oh, he hasn't checked Ice Rock Cave yet. That's something Lavan did early.
Yeah, like some of these Sphere 1 checks are... there you go. Yep, so if you line up a dash like that, where basically you're being pushed into the door, you can then just come down here and just walk right off this edge, and bam, you are playing
Jesus,
with the power.
rabbit.
Yeah, this rabbit is so fast. And then, yeah, unfortunately, you lose it when you go into shallow water. If you have real flippers, which is unfortunate.
So Rick did all that mess up. It's funny. It still works. Eventually he'll circle back around to do Zora.
Yeah, he's good. And then Lavan's also working his way through Swamp Palace. This will be his last accessible crystal as well. So he's got a pod over Rick right now, and Rick is failing on the water checks.
So he's going to fill his Valcast.
Chat.
Bad.
Get your pedestal hypes in chat.
So yeah, there's only one thing we really care about on the pedestal, and that is the Ether Medallion.
It's never pedestal until it is.
Yeah, true.
That is an armor upgrade.
All right. I don't think anyone's going to be doing that anytime soon.
All right, back to 8. Yes. Okay. All right. So water checks are still on. This will.
It's either water checks or it's
No, Rick. What are you doing? Always do water checks before ice. Oh well.
I mean, he could luck out, and the second boat and the ether could be in here.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, right, is that the ether's in here, and that just has him fully clearing Mire, and then he's back to doing overworld things or pendants.
Yeah, so we were like, 3 items away from go mode at 24 minutes, so this seed has corrected itself.
I mean, that's usually how this game works, right? So it happens, right? Like, a true jet seed is just not a thing you see a whole lot of nowadays. There's always something. Drop one bomb there. Throw a pot. If one of them is a stun state, the game thinks both of them are. So a single bomb kills them both at the same time.
Oh, so that's how that works.
Yep.
I've never seemed to have gotten that work in any of my playthroughs of this. So I usually just do the slow way. Slash bomb, slash bomb.
It's not that bad, right? So it's a matter of So it's just a matter of just getting a little bit of feeling for the timing. Rick, no! Ah, there we go. All right. Careful, Rick.
Yeah, no, someone told me the easiest way to line up that Ice Palace bomb jump. I tend to do it in the first 2 tries every time. So nice.
So you might look to see what Crick is doing here. He's hook shotting these hearts. There's a glitch that occasionally lets you duplicate a heart pickup, a small heart pickup like that, to get a bit more refilling out of it. None of them really work this time, but it's always worth going for when you're like super low on health. Sorry if I cut you off.
No, it's all good. As I said, I might get like 5 frames of good gameplay, and then I'm frozen for like 10 frames. So this has been a very awkward first 40 minutes of the seed of me trying to commentate something I can't see.
I mean, yeah, it looks like Rick did bring his health deficit back from the dead. Whereas Levon really has not found a whole lot of the heart containers that Rick has found. He skipped some big heart containers, and he's been skipping every heart piece that he could see. Braver man than I.
So, I mean, that just tells me that he has high confidence in his Ganon fight.
I think he'll be alright. Let's secretly go, Rick. Wait, what? Oh, that's a coin. We have our Ether medallion.
So, about an hour in, we are in what us commentators call no mode. We know where everything is. The runners don't. Not to be confused in any kind of other form of go mode, because there seem to be a lot of go mode conversations lately.
Yeah, well, my man Rick, is he gonna do his water checks? Is he gonna eat his vegetables? Is he gonna go straight for that steak and Meyer?
Well, I mean, if he does his water checks, gets the bow, that was a quick pot to get to Helmut Arcane. That's what Levon did, and then Meyer, you just hope for the God Meyer, boom, you're there, right? Of course, the second bow could be on Vitreous. This is Ambrosia. Items can be on items are on every boss, so
yeah, which is why he's going for this. Yeah, you have to pick it up, man. But you can save and quit. Well, you don't have to pick it up. Yeah, he didn't actually pick up that pendant, so it's not on his scoreboard, but he has completed the dungeon for the most part.
Yeah. So, go to heal up real fast. We know where his bow is. We'll see what Levon does. I see Levon went to Death Mountain. Does he go? He's going to TR. He's taking the TR care package. This could give Rick a chance to catch back up.
Yeah, TR is very baity in this situation. I totally get this play. It's very likely he could do the same.
So I pointed out in chat, he has not done Dark Death Mountain. He'll get his lamp at the end of this. And Rick is doing Meyer. Again, Rick could get bailed out. This is V31. Bows are progressive.
We all know its real position is inside Ganon's tower. It's always in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, so far, yeah, no, I've noticed that. Like, what, 4 or 5 seeds this week has been that.
Yeah. When you play a spoiler log race with like play like a 0-7 fast spoiler log race, you're always going into GT for a bow.
Oh yeah, I mean that's 27 checks. That's you have a 10% chance of a bow being GT in that case. Whoa, that's even more because that would be 2 bows.
All right. So we'll have to see what Lavan decides to do.
I mean, as I said before,
Tempting. It's a juicy target.
Yeah, TR's 7 items altogether display. The 5 inside the dungeon, the 1 in Mimic Cave, plus the 1 in the Green Pendant. He also doesn't know what's on Pet, so he might go ahead and check Pet as well after doing this, but looks like he's going to at least open it. We find our blue mail, though. Other items on Victories. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. With our other mail being on pedestal, so we're not going to see red mail this game unless memes happen. But then Rick would have to refight Cold Stare anyway, so probably not.
Who wants to go through Ice Palace a second time? Not Ice, as a person who did 3 dips of Ice Palace last week.
Who wants to do Ice Palace once?
I did Ice Palace 3 times trying to find a hammer. Like, I rewatched that and I counted that. Like, if I did not do that play, I would have beaten Dr. Bob last week. Ooh, very nice magic powder there. I am ashamed of some plays I did last week. Anyway.
Right now, so kind of like right now, what can kind of help out Lavan is that after Meyer, if Rick decides that TR is too juicy of a target, and there's no bow there. If Rick does decide to go into Turtle Rock, that's going to even things up a bit more. But
Lavan takes a death.
You got Fairy. My boy Rick doesn't have a Fairy though anymore.
He has powder though. He's already gotten some safety.
Alright, so there's our big key. That's good. And I think we found 1 item, I want to say. No, maybe?
Yeah, the blue mail. Or are you talking about TR? Yeah.
Yep, so, yeah, in Meyer. So, yeah, the other item is going to be... Well, no, there's 3 items in there.
2 items in Meyer, my dude.
Wow, I'm really out of it. Yeah, there's 2. I knew that.
You're just testing me, the blind man who can't see what's going on right now.
No, well, you're succeeding.
Yeah, no, I'm basically, like, I'm getting a slideshow, and I'm judging what's going on by the sound effects. Because the sound effects are still going on in real time. It's so freaky.
Yeah. So,
like,
so
I did not. Go ahead.
So Lavan did find Big Key. It's along the way, so that'll be kind of nice when you're go moding this.
You don't have to go with your
Lavan has. Yeah, unfortunately, that was in Chain Chomp Room. So, unfortunately, Lavan's not in go mode, so he might just be opening up Lava Chest here. The vanilla Big Key chest.
Yeah, TR's the Green Pendant, so hopefully he's hoping to find Ether and just get out of the dungeon.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go ahead and pop into here. Alright, and oh my. Alright, Rick was trying to do some NMG strats, but that involves actually taking damage on the slime, because the slime doesn't do nearly as much damage to you as these eyeball bugs do. So you can get iframes from the sludge, and then from there, just gotta be careful. Like, yeah, he's gonna pop another potion that he just bought. That makes this game 6-6.
Yep.
So now Rick is gonna have some decision making to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he goes straight to Zora, he's in a very good position.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lavan bonks was going into Mimic Cave. I always just mirror right in front of the door. Oh no, he doesn't want to mirror right in front of the door in case this is Ether.
Okay, so gonna buy more potions. Overworld checks.
So, question: can Rick mimic clip?
I don't think he can. If he can, that would be.
Oh no, you still need to.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind. I always forget about that statue.
All right, this game continues. Right now, a second bow in TR will kind of like make this time investment not nearly as bad, but yeah, this has kind of shifted a little bit in Lavan's favor now that Rick has decided to make the same play to TR. At least that's my professional, unbiased opinion.
I mean, it's the higher density play. Rick is assuming that the bow is very far into the logic path, the progression. Because Flippers was the second or third item we found. It was super early on.
Nothing. The only thing we have now is a guaranteed item on Trinex, right?
Yep, looks like we did get the buyer sword.
At least this will be a fairly clean Trinex fight.
That movement through that room, ever since that strat was found, is just so smooth. I've never seen that move until like a few months ago.
Do you have Trinex?
Usually Trinix is in chat. He could tell us if he has bow or not, but today he's not.
He's not? Aw.
Two heads are down fast. Gets a little strike from the gray head, a spin, and a slash will finish off Trinex.
Oh, yeah, that's some unfortunate things happening there, and
Rick, hopefully take this as a hint, Rick. There's nothing for you here. And he's going in.
Yeah.
So Easter Palace also has not been checked. We'll see if Lavan decides to do Easter now, since he has a green pendant. Lavan's gonna have an easier spike cave with that cape.
The final thing here would be, if this is a bow, it looks like Lavan's doing some more overworld checks here.
Oh, Pyramid Fairy.
It's not one we've seen yet, right?
Nope. Because the other 5-6 crystals pod, and we need the both of them. Or no, bombos. We also have bombos too, I guess.
Yep.
It's so hard commentating with all this lag. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Thanks, man. I need more positive reinforcement. Oh, Rick. Okay, I was like, wait, is Rick deciding to stop doing TR?
He's gonna take our TR coffee break. Also, the bane of anybody who plays crowd control is this room. This is you're pretty vulnerable time right now. This is crowd control, at least.
Mm-hmm. So have you ever played the GBA version?
Me?
Yeah.
Barely.
So you know how that's a light world check, right? Mimic Cave?
Yeah.
So there's those mimics in there. Those are dark world enemies. The GBA version actually fixes that, and there's Igors in there. So the GBA version, it's
I'm wondering if it's a fix or a glitch.
a fix, probably. Because you gotta understand, like, you know, the mimics are nowhere else in Light World.
Yeah. Seems like an odd thing to correct, though. But eh.
I mean, it makes sense.
This is why we play on Japan 1.0. We have to have our Mimic Cave. Can't have anything less than that. Can't call it Igor Cave. This doesn't ring as well. There's a red boomerang, by the way, at Pyramid Fairy.
Semi-vanilla? I guess Neapolitan?
I mean, like, if it was...
I mean, can't you upgrade the boomerang there if you didn't already get Waterfall Fairy?
Yeah, but you could also upgrade it there. That would work.
Yeah, so Neapolitan?
Yeah. But usually by that point, you've already got red boomerang anyway. So.
Yeah, you got either the red boomerang in that chest and Thieves Town, or... That's what I'm saying, it's Neapolitan. It's the strawberry. It's not the vanilla, it's the strawberry.
So, our green pendant only became 10 arrows. So... that is not the other bow, which means it's very likely Turtle Rock or Eastern.
We've already gone through all Turtle Rock.
Yeah. I mean, all I can hope for my man Rick is please do your water checks. Please.
Of course, we can also have a vanilla bow. But we are almost out of checks, guys. Nope, early big key in the Eastern. That's a good sign. Again, we're just looking for 2 items and we could go straight to Armos. Oh, we're getting a pod play though. So we will find the shroom here, and Rick will take that shroom to get the bow. Rick has finished Ice Palace. We just did not pick up the pendant. Wasn't Ether like halfway through Ice Palace?
Yeah, it was. Pretty much actually the most unattractive of the 3 pendants. I mean, I hope here that Rick is gonna see this as bow locked and probably gonna nope out immediately.
But he will still dip Eastern, which so far only has a heart container and rupee in there.
And Armo, like the only item that we know about now is just it's just on Armos, which would be bow locked. So
well, we'll see what's on Armors though. But you know Lavan is going straight to Ice Palace after this, right? That's like the only checks he has left. I did not see what was on Armos. We saw a purple chest as well.
So I think Lavan's last option is ice. He's gonna eventually get this ether medallion. Or oh no, he's gotta get that intel, that hot intel on the pedestal.
I mean, he's 2 pendants in. Why not?
Yeah. Or not?
Nope, Smith's chain.
Oh. Is that something, no?
Or no, he's getting the shroom.
Oh, this is quite the... Yeah, this is quite the rabbit hole.
Is that a reference because your teammate's a bunny?
No. Maybe.
Yeah, so guys, we've known where everything has been for the last 24 minutes. This is what Randomizer does to you. Oh.
Drives you slowly insane until you
Rick is doing pod now. We got the mushroom. So yeah, while we've been in no mode, these runners had no idea where their other IM is at.
Yeah. Rick knows that bow is elsewhere. Alright. Water checks. Flute to 8. 8.
Well, he's fluing.
Alright. Alright, he's got his bow. He's gonna end up last locationing this. It's gonna be a good time. Rick, if you watch this back, heart.
He's gonna feel so bad about this too.
I mean, both of them are gonna feel like. I think I'll feel less bad about progression being in Pendant Ice, but yeah. You know, it did. Ultimately, this routing, believe it or not, did save him a full clear of pod. He'll be able to get basically the big key and then charge helmets.
Comment chat, finish Eastern before pod for dominance. Yeah, honestly, we're going to see every single item in this game other than GT. Yep, he got the bow. Looks like he's going to get the heart piece for good measure. Nope. He's just going to run out and fluke to 5 instead of save and quit. Honestly, I would have just saved and quit and fluke to 5.
Eh. There's 3 seconds of extra save and quit time you have to account for. Plus,
I mean, that was like, oh, we got the bug net.
Oh yeah, his portal's still up here.
Oh,
that's
does
pretty
he?
Convenient. It's a heads-up play here. That's why he didn't save and quit. He would have lost that portal.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And he saved himself having to go back to that maze. Super small play. And I think the big key was nice and early here in pod, so...
Was it past the...
I can't tell you. I know Lavan was able to do Helmet Star before doing the back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a race here. Lavan is going to have the Ether Medallion here in a bit. And Rick is going to have Crystal 7.
Yeah, Lavan still has to do Meyer, which the big key was in the blocked off checks. Oh yeah, there's the this was a god pod.
It's not often you get to say that. Relish in this opportunity.
Yeah, no, I'm watching with the Twitch chat right now.
It's like the
this stream's not lagging for me.
It's like it is the go mode of pods. Yeah, this is really gonna save him a lot of time because pod's a big dungeon.
Oh yeah. And you don't have to touch the mullet of it this time around. No one ever wants to touch the mullet pod. And with Gold Sword, Helmless Arcane will die to 2 slashes.
Yep. Yeah. But so if you're an Ice Palace and you know you're likely not going to have to full clear it, or at least kill Cold Stare, it's usually a good idea to not IPBJ. It just makes the routing a little cleaner. Because otherwise you have to like drop down and then walk all the way back up. And then go and clear out these other 2 chests. Whereas now you can just go do this.
Yep. So Rick has his 17 hits with a hammer, then 2 slashes with a sword. And then there's one more thing we have to do, Synak.
Oh, there is. There's a game I think that gets played a little.
Yeah, so we have to kill Ganon. In order to get to Ganon, we have to get through his tower. But there's a big key blocking us from getting to the tower. So in chat, take a number between... Dang it, Tweak! Guess a number between 1 and 22. And that's where we're going to try to find the big key. I literally guessed my number at the same time someone else did. Synak, I see you multiple guessing.
Well, your last one is the only one that counts.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So I was like picking a number nobody else has.
That's smart.
One thing I will say though is that this was Lavan like going into Ganon's tower. He never does Hope Room first, ever. He always goes straight left. I don't know why. I fought him over it when I did my one mind last weekend, but like he will not do Hope Room. I don't know why. Like it's always mathematically better. But I'll have to ask him why he didn't do Hope Room first after he doesn't do Hope Room first.
Watch him like prove you wrong this seed. He's just going to do Hope Room first.
No, I would be very happy for him, and I would not be upset in the least if he decided to see the light on this matter.
Alright, we're going to go through the TR portal. Once Rick walks inside Ganon's tower, we will stop the game. So Synak, you're the one that programs the bot, right?
Yeah.
So I had a question the other day. We have some of the smaller, newer channels for the league, the A Link to the Past League channels.
Yep.
And we had a very small viewing the other day. So what happens if, let's say, we only have like 4 players? Does the people who guess after the first person guessed correctly get more points than the first person guessed correctly?
No, well, the way the math works is that you always get at least 5 points.
Alright.
It starts you off at 5. I don't remember what the exact formula was. I made it up while, I'll just say, like, not thinking straight at the time.
Oh, so that's why it's all funky sometimes.
Yeah. But you know what? It's by funkiness. We need to stop this. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Our
So
tracker, by the way. Shout out to our tracker.
Awesome tracker. Shout out to the tracker. Hope Room has a compass for number 1 and 20 rupees for number 2.
Three is a small key.
I'm pretty sure Rick is on his 22nd bunk right now. Give or take 10 bonks. Ooh, by the way, in the GBA version, that dash wouldn't work because the gold sword breaks those skulls.
Another reason why Japan 1.0 is a superior version of ALTTPR. Anyway, chests 4, 5, 6, and 7. This garbage.
Yep.
Anyway.
Gonna go into the fireball room for chest 8. Which is our last bottle. Ooh, yeah, no, there's also Flute to 9. Flute to 9 is awesome. Anyway, we got Fire Snake Room for our next one. That's another heart container.
8, 9.
4 more checks coming up here in the rando room. Unfortunately, Rick left that portal in another world. Left that bomb in another world.
10. 11, 12. 13 is our blue cane.
Oh, hey, we got invincibility stuff now. Rick did not grab the cape and pod. Which I'm surprised Lavan is not using the cape right now. Oh, there we go.
There. I mean, what I do know is Lavan's not going to be saving any time in GT by doing right side first, because he never does right side first.
So real talk, we've checked almost every single item in this game. We're more likely to go and find silvers in here sometime soon. Oh, there's also a dig spot as well.
Rick, what are you doing? Alright. He's making sure that he doesn't have any arrows for mimics, that's all.
Yeah, I mean...
Big key. Small key.
Alright, so what was that?
That was 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, 7. We're at 17. 16. 16 is the winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guess big key 16.
Yeah, 16 is the answer.
And Stuffalon got the big key guessing game. Got 27 points.
All right.
I think Rick is looking for silvers or arrows.
He needs arrows. Yeah, he burned them all on Armos. So there's a room here that does have some arrows. All right, so Lavan, yeah, he's gonna go and yep, call it. Death, taxes, and he's gonna do left side. Actually, this arrow hunt is actually probably gonna help Lavan out a little bit. He's still a bit behind, but he's gonna be closing the gap.
So, question: does this arrow hunt does that make Rick lose the game?
I don't think it'll be that bad. These arrows were past Ice Armos, which is still a decent chunk of the dungeon. There we go. Don't mirror until you actually have them. That'd be bad. So he's gonna go ahead and get 5 here. And now he's good on hearts. Or arrows. What are you doing, Rick? Oh, he's... You can't... Just... You have to hit the switch. There we go. Okay, so that closed a lot of this gap.
As long, and Lavan also has Gold Sword. He may choose to use that against Armos. Rick is making it through the gauntlet now. Surprised Rick didn't powder the bunny beam. So decides to just use the potion. Lavan was able to keep the arrows.
Okay, so Lavan's probably maybe about a minute and a half behind, maybe a minute. That's what it kind of feels like at this point.
Possibly 2 minutes. Can we get 2.5 minutes? I'll take 2.5 minutes to chat right now. Question in chat, we always cut the big key off the first person to enter the Ganon's tower. So that has happened before. Where
Yeah,
big key was... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it's happened before where someone's big key number 2 was the other player's big key 15, but we had to count 15 because the other player was in there first.
And usually if it's like a scenario where like they literally enter at the same time, I've seen that once, where they were like completely in sync, you just pick somebody. Like,
commentator's bias. We just go by commentator's bias. Oh, Lavan had a little bit of issue right there in that room.
Like they both like killed Trinex at the same time, dashed over, and then entered GT at the same time. And then they took like completely different routes after that. It was really amusing.
Must have been amazing. Anyway, one more chest before Moldorm. Just the map. So far, we have seen all the items in this game except for Dig Spot and the tile room and the 4 items on the right side GT.
Well, we know that's not where our silvers are at. We'll probably never know.
Well, Ganon will tell us.
Oh, it'll say GT. We still won't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, but there's 5 locations it could be.
I have a better idea.
We're just missing 6 locations.
It's a very hot triple there. And nope.
Alright, so 0-0-1. Do we get a double here? Nice. All Rick has to do is kill again now.
No, pedestal was not checked. We do not know that there's a mail upgrade there.
Yep.
No, we're not supposed to know that. Alright, and with the butter sword, it's going to be 6...
6 slashes.
Yep.
Yes. 6, 6, and then 4, and then 12 spin slashes. We're on phase 3 already. 4 slashes to knock down the sides of this arena. And then we get to spin around after being told that where the silvers are at.
Alright. And there's phase 3. Yep, they're in my tower.
So either tile room or is that the compass room on the right, like out on the right side?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's the top room. Or that's compass room. There's 4 chests.
So do you guys have another race this week?
There's actually it's gonna be Clifford versus Phileon between our 2 teams on Saturday night. That's gonna be a good one. Clifford, a good friend of mine. Phileon, probably as well. Depends on if he's watching this stream or not.
Of course, Phileon is my friend as well. Hopefully I did that correctly this time. Last time I got the I got my chewed out for mispronouncing his name.
So that's it. Ganon is down. Rick is going to finish up this race. He's probably be fairly relieved compared to some of that routing he had to do in GT.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Official SL overtime of 1:46.23 for Rick, and
Nice.
Lavan was 1 full Ganon fight behind. We'll try to get Rick in here.
Yeah, Lavan will have this as well. He has Butter Sword. It'll be like 6. It's just like 6 swings per. So
We got Rick in here now. GG, Rick.
Let's burn that videotape of this Ganon's tower.
I was gonna ask about your funny routing decisions there.
So let me be honest here. So I always watch the SLR. Sorry, SRL. Man, it's been a long day, and I'm like, well, Rick almost has the big key, but there's no dot duns. What happened? What?
Yeah, nothing like a nice little 3-minute scenic tour of Ganon's tower, left-hand side. Once again, in case you guys didn't get enough of it from my the first time around, I honestly, during this 10-minute wait, was realizing, yeah, there are better spots where I could have gone to get those arrows. And by the time I realized that, hey, the nerves are pumping. It's just tough, and then the mayhem up there on the third floor rather. Simple thing in regards to that 3rd floor is I didn't realize the door opened. I never heard it through my headphones while I was doing the run because it got buried up with me trying to kill that mimic for the or grab those arrows off the mimic.
Oh, so you just never noticed the door was already open.
I never noticed it was open until I'm like, why isn't this pushing? Okay, what screwy thing is happening here?
Yeah, I just thought you were losing your mind.
Well, that too.
All right. Lavan's going to finish exactly 1 hour 49 minutes. And get your GGs in chat. We're bad at teammates. We'll go up to 6 points, and Missing Link will stay at 3. So, I was asking Cyanak before you won. You guys have another race on Saturday. I know I have 2 players from We're Bad at Team Names in here, but who's going to win on Saturday?
Clifford, obviously.
We're being joined by Lavan. How are you doing today, man?
Doing all right. Those double heartbeats.
Yeah, no, we had your audio at first, and I quickly put the stop to that. 3 minutes.
Double heartbeat.
Yeah.
You're
my
a
girlfriend
mad
thinks my girlfriend thinks she's funny, and changed the default setting on ALTTPR.com to double heartbeats on me yesterday. I didn't notice until I started beeping in this race.
Tell her, send her my gratitude for that. So I have a question, Lavan.
Yep.
What do you have against Hope Room?
I don't like Hope Room. The big key's never there. Why would I go there?
It's fair, it wasn't there.
I've had, like, my GT route sometimes wins me races, sometimes it loses me races. Yeah, that's how it is.
My GT routing should have lost me this race.
I hear you had some arrow problems.
Yeah, let's just say that one of those nice pieces of advice for any sort of race is to be very, very mindful where you are arrow-wise, and to make sure that you're at least going up, that you're, when you're finishing off the armos, that you have 4 arrows, because, yeah. I mean, I couldn't get the shovel. The shovel was up on the 6th floor.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have that problem because I was heading over to Armos. I'm like, arrows? I have like 8. I was expecting to, kill Armos with my sword, which is always fun. So isn't there a team name? Where in the world is my gosh darn ether?
Bombos, but close
Bombos.
enough. I guess next season that's going to be your new team name.
I don't know. From my understanding, watching the league channels, they're having the same problem I was, where they can't find the ether medallion either.
Ether was the big sticking point in my week 1 race against JP. Ether, I thought, was going to be the sticking point here until I found an ice palace, and only if I had visited Zora, I could have been in Go mode, but nah, I decided to give you guys the tour of Turtle Rock.
So here I am, I cannot see the stream because I'm lagging like crap. So here I am, just trying to get the bits and pieces. And I'm like, oh wait, hey, we're 2 items away from Go mode, and we're in no mode, and then Synack joins in because he was late. I'm like, well, you missed the entire seed. Have fun.
Except for you didn't miss the entire seed. We got to go for another 40 minutes before we found Go mode.
It was so hilarious, the fact that here we are 25 minutes in, and we're possibly 2 items away from Go mode. And then the next hour and 20 happened.
Then you got randoed.
I think it's funny that we both got randoed in different ways.
And here's the funny thing, it's like this is a complete echo of my week 1 race, because it was Ether was my next to last item for Go mode, and then the bow was my Go mode. So in other words, in week number 3, well, maybe I might not need the bow and Randomizer.
That's true.
That's right. It's
34 bonks. You lost all the league points for your.
It's okay. I've seen my stats.
It was guaranteed that we're going to lose our fantasy points in the bonk category when we have the boots are in Hyrule Castle. Thank you, Uncle.
Yeah, no, I thought that was funny. Like, yeah, we'll get a good hint of where the boots are, and we'll try and get there as soon as possible. Boots are in Hyrule Castle. Okay.
Conveniently, bombs were part of the drop pool for guards, so we didn't have to worry about that either.
Well, yeah, no. Anything you guys would have done differently aside from check IP or check Zora early?
Have arrows.
Arrows.
Not die twice. The thing that caused my first death was the double heart beeps.
Yeah.
Not get chomped by chain chomps.
Not do pendant TR.
No,
That was nothing, guys.
I don't mind doing pendant TR. I really don't. I was up there, and there was a bunch of stuff open. So I'm like, yeah, okay. It felt right.
Felt right. At least I stayed away for a little bit, but then okay. So okay, I guess you gave me the can of Samaria for some reason, since it didn't work out in Misery Mire.
But yeah, I was in ether mode. I want to say it was like 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes.
More than that.
Was it
More than that.
really?
Yep. You guys, we were in no mode at like an hour, but we were one item away from, we were in ether mode at 43, 44 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got ether. What about maybe 55 to an hour in?
Hour. It was like an hour a minute.
Yeah, it
So
makes
that's when we were in no mode. And then Rick was go mode at like an hour and a half, and Levon, you were like 4 minutes behind him. But Rick was able to do all Mire and was able to skip Pod because Pod was a god pod.
Yeah,
that
Pod
was
great.
that was a nice place for that big key. I was thinking, oh god, I'm gonna have to go all the way through the Palace of Darkness, trying to figure out where this big key is. Oh, hi there, big key. Okay, I guess I just need to get that small key out of the bombed room there and just go right straight to Helmsar. Bye.
Yeah, I also went onto the bridge and got the small key off of the bridge because I wasn't in go mode yet. So I think this is the highest collection rate I've ever had in a standard or open.
Well, just think, you could have done Hope Room and had 175.
No, can't do that.
I mean, you could have gone the right-hand side and got the silvers.
They're probably in tile room. We wouldn't have gotten
Or
there.
tower room. Yeah, that's right. There's still 5 possibilities where it could have been. I
Yeah.
just know it wasn't upstairs.
Yep.
We know too, the only 7 things we did not see this seed was dig in those 5 locations in GT. We saw everything else.
Yep. I did mushroom.
Oh, where's Cape?
Pod.
Oh, Cave was Pod.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mushroom was Pod. Purple chest was Bug Net.
Yep.
Well, that's where all your collection rate is, was Purple chest and the rest of Pod.
Purple chest, the rest of pod. Yeah. No, that's where it is.
Yep.
But,
Yeah, no, that's the
ridiculous.
separation right there between 173 and 166. Because you checked every single chest in Pod, so
Nope, I didn't check the vanilla big key chest.
you didn't check that one. So that's still 2, 3, 4,
I think
9.
there's
So that's
there's
9 right there.
Yeah.
Rick did all of Ice Palace, so that's where part of his catch up was, and then he also did Hope Room. So yeah, all the extra checks and pods was the separation right there.
Yeah, sorry, fantasy owners, but again, let's get some extra hearts on the climb up to GT. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
that
for
was
the one
ridiculous.
time I thought you guys were doing like a 6 green heart Ganon fight. I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. How many hugs would Ganon give today?
I would have done it. Like, I was ready to start go moding the game if I would have found ether at, like, maybe 8 hearts at that point.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'll take it, but this is just one I felt like I was ready to see LavanFirestorm end up beating me on, and GG's to you, and good luck to you and your team and the rest of the way. Well, except for Saturday.
I hope you crash and burn Saturday. No mercy.
See, I was personally looking forward to facing Sinak, because this past weekend we did like a co-op run on a marathon. It would have been great to go from that to being opponents, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, if you guys make it to playoffs, that's still always a chance.
that's right.
that's the plan. I like that plan. It's a good plan.
I like this plan idea as well. I can go for this.
All right. Any questions you have for them, Sinek? I think we kind of dominated the chat. I'm sorry about that.
No, Rick, you're carrying us, right?
His silence from Rick, like, I need better teammates. I did not get to the top of the Challenge Cup for nothing.
Well, you got to remember, you guys are going to have to carry me through weeks 4 and 5.
there is that, yeah. No, I don't really got a whole lot more. I've done what I needed to do here, which was very little.
the tuxedo mask meme. My work here is done. We did nothing. I'm joking. I'm joking. Anyway, yeah. Don't forget to give these runners a follow. Follow Sinak. He does a lot of work for the Link to Past community. I think someone just went into on-click that Ice Palace pendant that was bothering Ejai.
Yes.
I just saw that go away. I think he finally broke in and unclicked it.
Yeah, because I never grabbed it.
Nope. And like all through, like after that, but Rick did not clear Ice Palace. It's fine. It's.
I mean, both Rick and I also have the blue cane.
True. We get that as well. Anyway, yeah. Don't forget to follow Sinak. He does a lot of stuff with Sarastra bot. He does a lot of neat little programming stuff. You know, some of the fun stuff we do on SpeedGaming wouldn't be around because of him. And of course, Rick is the stage manager for the Zelda 3 dailies. Don't forget to
Look,
check
there's our
those
blue
out.
canes.
Oh, those are added on now. Hey now.
I guess we can now use those blue canes against Ganon.
Or Rick, you could use the blue cane in Spike Cave as you had to use both your bottles. Anyway, and don't forget to give Lavan a follow. He's going. I feel sorry for his future opponents because he's going. You're going to have some payback in the future races, aren't you?
I'm gonna do my best. I'm playing next week too. I'm playing against 1UP. I think
Nice.
Wednesday night.
I'm going to see if I can call out Jet because I'm against Jet's team next week. I'm going to try and take their strongest player so my team has a chance to win against someone else. I don't know who they're playing with next week. I'm going to ask them and see if I could just sacrifice a loss to their strongest player so Reg can possibly get a win. Yes, I'm saying my strategies out loud.
We have some races coming up after this one is closed out, don't we?
We do. We have we currently have other races going on right now. We got Gradual Men and Will Pull Ped for Cash on Link to Past League season SpeedGaming 4, sorry. On SpeedGaming 2, we have French Canadians versus Link Finds a Way. Who's playing tonight for WJP TBB? On SpeedGaming, that's right after this one.
Willard?
Willard's playing, okay. Yeah, Willard's playing against Team Kappa. So you don't turn your channel from that. Sorry, I don't have the actual schedule pulled up.
And actually, after that, then there's another game. It's also going to be Team Kappa versus WJPTBB. That's going to be Fear Agent versus JP.
I do want to point out that Team Kappa is the only team here in the Lost Woods division that is undefeated at this point. So, if WJP TBB can get a score up a win here, this will make this division a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, with this double header, they could possibly overtake them for the lead. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Of course, Brood Crew represent. So yeah, I finally got the schedule pulled up. My bad there. Right now, possibly finishing up will be Relkin versus Hobo Jim. Rywek versus Kovarian is on SpeedGaming 2 right now. That's what's going on right now. And it's Xylo Price versus Fat Boy for the Grouchy Old Man and Will Pet for food. That's what's going on in SpeedGaming 4. Grouchy Old Men with a tie under their belt. They have 4 points right now. One of those weird random numbers for this tournament. And of course, we also have Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer. We got Z1M1. Anything else going on? Tomorrow, we have a lot more Link to the Past League games. More Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer. No Cape, No Star World. Super Mario World. All that nice fun stuff. Ooh, Saturday we have a Kirby relay. That should be fun.
That sounds delicious.
All right. Well, anyone else have anything else they want to say so we can get the next two teams on here?
Stay tuned. We have more rando coming up.
Don't you dare change that channel.
Or if you do, make sure you change it back.
Yeah, no. Go to the bathroom, change the channel, and you know, whatever. Then come back. Just think of this as a commercial break. Who are we sponsored by? Rick, who are we sponsored by?
No one.
Well, I was trying to give you some improv prompts. All right, never mind then.
You're stalling, aren't you?
No. So, on behalf of all the Speedgaming, don't forget to give everyone a follow, Speedgaming 1 through 6. Don't forget the runners a follow. Anyone else you see in chat, follow, because we're all friends here. Let's be friends together. Follow the Link to the Past League channels. And yeah, I've been Kuchiri. And that's been Synak.
Yep.
There's been Rick. That's been Levon. And we all wish you a good night. And may the Triforce be with you.